A traveling pastor and his wife were sentenced in a Rutherford County court today after a 2-week trial involving sex crimes against children. Details are hard to hear here. This is 35-year-old Benjamin Garlick, convicted of 7 counts of aggravated rape and 6 counts of aggravated sexual battery, among other charges. He was sentenced to life in prison. His wife was convicted on 2 counts of facilitating the rape of a child. Murfreesboro police started investigating this in August of 2023.